Good day, guys. Good day once again, and welcome to this amazing weekly analysis for Volatility 75. So, as you remember, on our last video concerning the Volatility 75 weekly analysis, we actually showed you some of the things. Okay, currently this is the trade that we are in. This is the trade that we are currently in. Let me remove everything so that you see from what we discussed on the last video. So on the last video, we actually showed you a complete breakdown of what we were anticipating for the Volatility 75 index. For example, let me start from the daily time frame. So this is the daily time frame. As we showed you that we actually spoke of this breakout, that uptrend breakout, because there was an uptrend there. You can also add a top trend line like that. So this market was actually uptrending, as you can see on the daily. This is roughly the summary of what was happening last week. This market was actually uptrending like that. So as it was uptrending, you can actually see by this impulse move that it came to the downside. And on that impulse move, that's where it managed to actually break out of that uptrend. So last week, if you remember clearly on the last video, you can also go back and check the last video at the top of your screen as you are seeing right now. You can also go back to the last video and see what we spoke about. So this is the same continuation of the analysis that we spoke about. We spoke about if this market is a complete breakout, like what it has done, broke out. If it is a complete breakout, we are actually anticipating a retest, breakout, a retest, then a continuation. So some people might say this market did not retest, but that's actually a form of retest because we have so many kinds of retests. For example, the first kind of retest is whereby the market is fully retesting to the trend line, then it continues. Then there is another form, the second form of retest, whereby the market breaks out. It breaks out, but retests to the recent level of support that was turned into a resistance, like what it has done. This level of support here. Let me drag it all the way from there so that you see where it came from. So that level there, that level is actually a key level because if you check from here, came and bounced, came, broke and bounced. So came as well here and broke and retested the level. So that was actually a retest on that resistance there. So right now, the market, as you can see, we broke out of an uptrend. We are playing under a resistance. So most probably we are anticipating and looking for sales all the way to the downside, to the key levels that are to the downside. For example, let me just draw and show you some of the levels that this market can actually come to. Yes, that is another level there. Let's see another level. Let's see another level where this market can actually bounce and respect. So as you can see, guys, right. So that one is also another level that this market can actually come to, that low there. So guys, as you can see, we were in an uptrend, we broke out of an uptrend. So right now we are most probably anticipating selling opportunities. As you saw in the beginning of the video, that we are currently in a sell, which we actually got based on this same analysis that we're showing you here. So roughly this market right now, currently, we also have a small support that is there where the market is currently going. So there we can actually expect a reaction there. the reaction that is going to happen, they can actually determine some of the trades that one can actually take. For example, if it gives us bullish confirmation, one can actually scalp for buys there, can actually play around here up until it breaks out here, retests, continues all the way to the downside, and even play around, and continues all the way to that other most recent low that we are seeing there. So guys, as you can see, number one, we went in an uptrend and the uptrend was broken. Number two, we got a retest to the most recent resistance, which is good. So right now, as I said, we are most probably anticipating for selling opportunities. We can actually swing sells and scalp for buying opportunities. Right. Let me scale down for 4 hours so that we go deeper with the analysis. So as you can see, let me put my bottom trend line. Still the same thing, guys. Still the same analysis. We're in an uptrend. The uptrend was broken. So right now it's we are in a sort of like a corrective move to the downside. If you check the way it's going down, it's not really an impulse. It's not really moving in an impulsive way to the downside. Yes, we did break out of the uptrend, but we're having this sort of structure here. This sort of structure that we're having here, which is kind of a corrective move to the downside, which is also a very, very, very sensitive situation there, because if ever it was truly a breakout, it was actually supposed to continue going in a very sort of impulsive way, but roughly we are seeing some bit of correction to the downside. So as I showed you, the support that we are also having there, this market, as I showed you the sell that you are currently in, obviously some of the profits are going to be taken down there as we look to see what this market is going to do for us. So that is the current correction that is happening on the 4 hour. So roughly here, we're expecting either, if we get a bullish confirmations, we'll take buys all the way to that trend line. If it doesn't go down and continue going down like what we're anticipating. So here, once we get bullish confirmations, we can actually check some scalp buys here all the way maybe that trend line. If it breaks there and retests there, somewhere there to that top trend line. Because remember, the market is always designed in such a way that when people think that the market just actually gone, to actually come back all the way where you were not even expecting. So we're expecting the first scenario is for this market to come here to the support, go back to that resistance, and continue going. That's scenario number one, right? Scenario number two, so this market to actually come, break, retest, go. That's scenario number two. Scenario number three, so this market to come, go and break to the upside all the way like that. So those are the three scenarios that we currently have on our volatility 75 index. So what you do, you're always anticipating, for example, in all the scenarios, you're always anticipating. Obviously, you add other confirmations, for example, candlestick confirmations. Once you get further confirmations, that's where you actually can tell whether you're going to be buying or you're going to be selling at that particular moment in time. So as you have seen, guys, it's actually moving accordingly as we predicted in the last video, that if this is indeed a breakout, came and retested the recent lows there, came and retested there, broke out, retested first time, second time. So that retest was actually an opportunity. That was actually a selling opportunity. Even this breakout here, it was actually a selling opportunity for some of us who are smart traders, because we actually can take a sell there and another sell there, and even another sell there. So all those three were opportunities to actually sell this market. Then here, when it came and made a second touch there, that was actually a buying opportunity. That second touch here, it actually made us to draw that trend line. So meaning here, we're actually going to scalp some buys there. First time, the second time it came again, we're also scalping buys. So we have our top trend line, as you can see, first touch, second touch. So right now, as I said, if it comes with the third touch, it can actually continue going down strongly in a very, 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 very aggressive manner without moving corrections like what it is doing. So as I have shown you the scenarios that we're expecting, we hope you're actually enjoying this weekly analysis. So that is what we're actually expecting. Since it has actually broken in an uptrend, we are anticipating more sales than buys. We are actually expecting more sales than buys. But just in case it actually respects and decides to go back all the way to the trend line, like what we spoke about, if it decides to come back all the way to the top of the trend line, because the retest never really touched the top of the trend line, like what we really expected. So if it does decide to go there, it's actually an opportunity, because you get the opportunity, first opportunity to be there, second opportunity to be there, third opportunity there, fourth opportunity there, then obviously we'll go all the way to the upside. But roughly, we are actually anticipating more sales than buys. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching, guys. I hope we are going to meet in the next video as we continue to break down the Volatility 75 index so that we all make the money. We hope you've liked, we hope you've subscribed, we hope you've shared the video. Share with us your thoughts in the comments section, what you think about these kind of videos that we'll be sharing with you. Till we meet again on the next video. Hope we have subscribed, like the videos, share the videos. Let's all make the money, guys. Let's all make the money, guys.